So we're using the Profane motion control bushings, and they're the red ones. We actually got these with the car. First thing you want to do is make sure you have everything you need. One time they gave us the wrong size, and so the bolt wouldn't go through, so I had to like wait and get one. So you always want to do a quick measurement, make sure everything's good, and get you a caliper like this. They're not too expensive, and plus they're super convenient to have. But just kind of follow the cheat sheet they give you, and pretty much self-explanatory what goes where. Can always test with the hole, the diameter of the bolt, see if it slides through fine. So it comes with grease, and what you're going to do is you're going to grease the inside. You can see there's little grooves for the grease to sit in there, and I put a little bit on the outside as well, so when we slide it in, it's all lubed up and everything. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me put some gloves on first.
So now once you have both of these lubed up, we're going to press these in. It may be a little difficult to get it pressed in. What you can do is actually put this in a vise and then slowly close that until you don't have any gaps like you do right here.
Also, you could use a C-clamp as well to close them.
Especially with these two washers that you use for the upper control arms. So you could place those there.
And then unravel your C-clamp, put one side here and one side here, and then bring them slowly together if you don't have a vise. So now you want to put a little lube on the outside of this, and then we're gonna put it in there, and again you'll probably have to use a vise or something to get it to go all the way through, because it can get a little tight. So now that we've got it taut and in the vise, you can just slowly turn the vise so you can see it go in.
And there you go. Now, one thing to mention is when you go to press this in, you might have noticed there was like a slight gap in between. That's what that metal is for. It's supposed to fill the gap in between this right here. So it fits perfectly. You might have a small little gap, but every time that we've done this, we've had no issues. Now with the suspension bushings all put together, we're gonna slap this thing back on. which we didn't clean them off because we don't really care about this car, so.
Fockit.
And again, I'm not worried about the alignment because we'll deal with that once the car is actually lowered down and a little bit more sorted, so we'll do that later. But for right now, this is just gonna get the car back down on the ground. All right, so again, same way that these came out, bolt on the inside, going out. All right, and then I know I'm gonna be doing this backwards, but I'm gonna be putting in the coilover first. That way it's up out of the way, and then I can lift it up onto it. Nice and greasy. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, that's definitely not going to be low enough.
No. Not even close.
Like, it'll help a little bit, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be sitting on the rim itself. Take two. Don't actually put that on. So, I'm now going to pull this off after getting it lined up, and we're going to put the axle in. So now that that's out of the way, we're going to be throwing in the axle. Now this one may look a little bit different than what we're normally used to using. This is a Mazda Speed axle. We have a Mazda Speed differential in there. They're a little bit beefier, and the whole reason why you have to use a Mazda Speed axle with a Mazda Speed diff is there's a different number of splines than all the other ones. So just be aware of that if you are looking into getting one of those, or if you have a Mazda Speed and someone's got axles for sale. You got it?
Yep. One more time. Okay, you're in.
Okay.
It's not, I would show you, but it's getting dark, but it's nice to have someone guiding the other side so it doesn't slip out of the diff while Tyler hits it with the wood and the hammer.
Yes.
You don't want to hit it directly on this because it will mushroom.
Now, here's the other part that I always forget. This definitely has to come off.
Yes.
So, doing it again. And again, using the screwdriver helps to kind of like pull it in. Now that the axle is in, we are going to tighten up the bottom, top, the camber bolt in the back, and then same as the upper control arm. So that side is all done. Chelsea's working on the other side right now. The only thing we haven't attached is the end link for the sway bar. I'm going to see if we can find a beefier one and upgrade later.
I'll hold the shaft while Tyler hits it, and you'll see it pop in. Boom! Easy as that. We're running 15 by 10 John Blode's Series 500.
But these are not meant for a Miata. These are actually off of for a BMW. So if you go onto their website, if it even has it anymore, the offset on this is actually like 20. So these are actually meant to be used with an over fender. Well, they're supposed to be for a BMW, because also the center bore is 57 and not 54.
Yeah, it sticks out. So this is with the BCs all the way down and a stretch tire. This is a 225 tire. It is like, I mean, these aren't rolled fenders. I literally can't shove my finger in here. And it's that's hilarious. I mean, the car is leaning this way, but there's really no weight up here.
No.
There's no motor. So, that's wild.
And what's sad is technically we need to go even lower.